Welcome back, Truth Seeker. In the headlines this morning, Sinead O'Connor's cause of death released, and they're saying she died from natural causes at the age of 56. And of course, she passed last year on July 26th. So you got to wonder, why did they wait until January 9th, one day after her birthday anniversary, to put out her cause of death if it was as simple as something as natural causes? Now, you might recall July 26th, we showed how her death was perfectly synced with her history of tearing up the Pope's image on Saturday Night Live. And with regards to the Pope, let's see how the cause of death release lines up. Let's see if we were on or off the money. Now, first of all, from her death, July 26th, to the cause of death being released January 9th, is a span of 24 weeks on the nose. And the sitting Pope, Pope Francis, the first Jesuit Pope, he's 87 years old. He turned that December 17th, meaning the cause of death was put out today, January 9th, his 24th day of his age. And Sinead O'Connor, at the end of her career, converted to Islam, becoming a Muslim. If you're new here, Gematria, there's a song out there put out by the band Slipknot called Gematria, the Killing Name. There's also the song by The Police, who said there was nothing suspicious about Sinead O'Connor's death. But the band The Police from London, where she died, they have the song Murder by Numbers, where it's about how killing is as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. So Gematria, two base ciphers. The alphabetic order is A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z. The 26th letter is 26. Next cipher is the alphabetic order with numerology. So A still 1, B still 2, C still 3, where it changes when you get to the double digit letters. So J, the 10th letter, instead of being 10, would be 1 plus 0 was 1. K, the 11th letter, would be 1 plus 1 is 2. Up to Z, the 26th letter, would be 2 plus 6 is 8. So again, the Pope is 87 right now, and it's the 24th day of his age, 24 weeks from her death, and the word Muslim equates to 87 and 24. And it's just like how yesterday was the 23rd day of his age, and it was an easy call for why Michigan would beat Washington and cover the spread and get their 23rd win in bowl games. Again, if you didn't watch yesterday's video about the rigged college football championship over here, I'm always showing how everything's synced with the Pope. We're on a calendar named after the Pope. The word Pope is 52. 52-week calendar named after the Pope, where day after day the world rituals are all leading back to Rome and synced with the Pope and also his wingman, the Superior General Arturo Sosa. But yeah, I mean, this was exactly what we presented in July, how clearly obvious it was. This was about her tearing up the Pope's image on SNL. And again, just to quickly revisit the ritual and how her death was synced with Pope John Paul II, whose image she tore up, and the sitting Pope, Pope Francis. Let's go back over it again. So she died at age 56, and in Gematria, Pope equates to 56, just like Society of Jesus, just like Wolverines, who had the ritual last night synced with the Pope, with their very Catholic coach Harbaugh, who met the Pope. The day she died, July 26, 23, was a date with 56 numerology as well. 7 plus 26 plus 23. Okay? 56, huge number with the Jesuits who've always run this nation where I'm broadcasting from. That's why there's 56 signers on the Declaration of Independence. Washington, D.C. is 56, and a billion other things. Same thing over in the UK. Right above 10 Downing Street, the top half of the door, what's stained in the glass? The top half of the Society of Jesus' logo, or the Jesuit order. Same thing. The date that O'Connor tore up the Pope's image was October 3rd, 92. We're going to get to why that matters. It was a date with 25 numerology. Last night, Harbaugh stayed on 25 losses with Michigan in a game synced with the Pope. Again, Pope also has that gematria of 25. Gematria is based on the alphabetic order, forwards and backwards with numerology. So Pope has these values of 25, 56, also 52, and also 11. Those are the four values of Pope in the base ciphers. 11, 25, 52, 56, 52 in the most simple, like the weeks in a year. The term papacy, which is the office of the Pope, also equates to 26. Very special number. It's not arbitrary. There's 26 letters in the English alphabet. It's not arbitrary that God makes Adam in the 26th verse of the Bible when God and Adam equal 26, like letter. And in Kabbalah, God made the world with letters, numbers, and words, like how God speaks the world into existence over numbered days. Again, all of this stuff goes back to the Kabbal and Kabbalah. Before she changed her name to her Islamic name, she changed her name to Megda David. And that name has gematria of 69, like Catholic Church, like the Jesuit order, like New World Order, like Illuminati. She died 69 days before the anniversary of her tearing up the Pope's image. And just to see those 69s in the ciphers, they're all right there. And, numbers that are used ritualistically quite often. Also, from Pope John Paul II's birthday anniversary to her death was 69 days later. You could say it was a span of 70 days, which matters because Vatican equals 70, like Francis, the sitting Pope. And notice the news, it came 144 days before the first Jesuit Pope's birthday, or his 87th birthday. Jesuit orders 144, huge number with their rituals. Number of time, you consider the square root of 144 is 12. 12 hours in the morning, in the evening, 12 months in the year, the zodiac, 12 sets. In a day, there's 1,440 minutes, 1440. The word time in Jewish gematria is 144. So 144 days before the first Jesuit Pope's birthday did she die. She tore up the image of the Pope on October 3rd, which can be expressed 10/3. From her last birthday to her death was 199 days later, the 46th prime. Of course, Catholic is 46, like sacrifice is 46. Remember, Genesis 46 begins with a sacrifice. Her hit song, Nothing Compares to You, which reminds how Prince wrote, I Would Die For You, with the number 4 and the letter U. And Prince also wrote that song, for the record. That's why it's spelled similar. But remember, Prince died on the Queen's birthday on 4U, essentially. The number 4, the letter U is the 21st letter. He died on 4/21, 33 years after recording the song in 83. So Nothing Compares to You has that gematria of 83. 83. Nothing Compares to You, 83. Just like Murder, like how the song Murder by Numbers came out in 83 by the Police, like how the movie Murder by Numbers, they code 83 right on the movie poster. If you've never seen it, take a look, or I can show you real quick. Getting the old Murder by Numbers movie poster. They changed the E to a 3, the B to an 8. 3883. Murder is 38 and 83. Murder by Numbers, the song in the year 83 by the London band The Police. You think about The Police in London, where she died, where they said nothing was suspicious. They wear that checkerboard stripe on their copper caps. And of course, that's in tribute to the Masons, because you have the Fraternal Order of Police, and Masonry is based in Kabbalah, where this whole thing of letters and numbers comes from. So just think about how nicely it all goes together when you really think about it. And she died exactly 80 weeks after her son. Saturday Night Live is 80, where she tore up the Pope's image. Bavarian Illuminati's 80. Satan's 80. Baphomet's 80. Some recent deaths that we were just covering at the end of the year that were very 80. Hutch from Starsky and Hutch just died in a big 80 ritual. So again, you learn this code, you see these things are quite repetitive. The date she also died had a numerology of 40, and O'Connor, her surname, equals 40. Big number with the Pope. He's the first Jesuit Pope, the first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. Her death was 201 days. Sinead O'Connor died 201 days from when her son disappeared. Remember how at first it was announced he disappeared, and then it was announced he was dead, and then they said it was a suicide. But 201 days from her son disappearing, she dies. If you're new here, that's huge, because the Jesuit order equals 201. Jorge Mario Bergoglio equals 201. That's Pope Francis, the first Jesuit Pope, the first to live in Suite 201. Ignatius of Loyola equals 201. The founder of the Jesuits, Order of Illuminati is 201. Again, the founder of the Illuminati was the Jesuit Adam Weishaupt, who died 201 days after the anniversary of its establishment. And the list goes on. There's just such a long list of 201 with the church and the Jesuits. Let's not forget that Catholic Pope equals 201. So just like we were pointing out in July 26th, oh yeah, Women's World Cup is 201, and her native country got eliminated. Remember, the Women's World Cup began on the 201st day of the year last year. And then coincidentally, Sinead O'Connor, being from Ireland, dies the day that Ireland's eliminated from the World Cup. And let's not forget that Messi won it for Argentina, the Pope's country, the day after the Pope turned 86, the first win for Argentina since 86. And they had to report that Messi was staying separate from the team in hotel room 201, like the Pope lives in suite 201. But again, and it, rigged football game. Last night, rigged national championship football game, sync with the Pope. I mean, it's just the same stuff over and over. So, I wrote her. This is a typo. Her last name that she used, her Muslim name, Sadaquat, in Jewish gematria equals 267. The day she died, the 26th day of the 7th month, can be written 267. So she died during Tisha B'Av. Tisha B'Av also corresponds with her Islamic name, Shahada Sadaquat. And she's dead a span of 379 weeks from the Prince, who died on 421, 379, the 75th prime, Catholic Church 75, like New World Order, like Roman Catholic, also like Ignatius of Loyola. If you've been missing all the work we've been doing on Israel, the 75 piece is huge. So, and again, London police came out and said nothing suspicious. So, go figure. All right, we'll leave this one right there. Thank you to everyone who hits the like and the share. And until next time, Truth Seeker.